How we doing, boys? Moose here. Welcome back to episode number 48 of our West Ham United career mode. I hope you enjoyed the intro. Thought I'd do something a little bit different just to introduce you to all the players that will be joining us here at West Ham United. Of course, Lacazette and Christian Teo joining us right now, whereas John Anthony Brooks and Adrian will be joining us, or in Adrian's case, rejoining us in the summer. But before we can talk about them, we do have a matchup to be played, which will see the debuts of Alexander Lacazette up front and Christian Teo on the right-hand side, playing at right wing position. So really looking forward to getting to use them as we take on Leicester City away at the King Power Stadium. It's certainly going to be a really tough matchup. Leicester in 10th. They're mid-table this year, doing very well by FIFA career mode standards. We're in second, just 2 points off of Chelsea. A victory could see us leapfrog them, which would be unbelievable. And of course, like I said, Lacazette and Teo making their debuts from Olympique Lyon and Barcelona, respectively. And take a look at Alexander Lacazette. He just looks like a footballer, doesn't he? Really looking to see what kind of havoc he wreaks on Leicester. Very good side. They've brought in Breel, Dawn, and Bolo, of course, a player that everyone knows in Creamer. They also have Matthew Jarvis, their leading scorer. So we're going to have to watch out for him. We know him well. Of course, he was at West Ham United. We didn't actually use him in this career mode because he was on loan last season, and then we sold him off. But Dybala, Lacazette, Teo, I mean, it's an unbelievable lineup up front. It starts off very brightly with Dybala whipping the ball, and unfortunately, a header was saved by the Leicester goalkeeper, keeping our first chance out so far. I think they have Ben Hamer in goal, if I remember correctly. But good ball whipped in from Teo on that left-hand side. Finds Danny Ceballos, who's playing on the left wing. We thought we'd give him an opportunity. Of course, we know we're missing Payet due to injury, so we're trying to get someone to fill that role. I think when Payet comes back, as I talk through a Leicester goal here, they break through very early. Guk and Inler with a very solid finish as they rip our defense apart. But early on, I'm thinking Lacazette up top, Dybala just behind him in sort of a number 10 role. Payet will lose that number 10 role, but we'll push him out wide because he's a little bit better of a crosser and things of that nature. He can use his trickery out on the wings, and we'll get Dybala in more real high scoring opportunities. And Teo out on that right-hand side. Of course, when Andre Carrillo comes back as well, it's another option on the wings. So really, then we'll just have the ability to say whoever's playing the best, they'll be in the lineup. But early on here, we do fall behind Leicester. It's been a back-and-forth match thus far. Into the second half, though, Mikel Antonio's come on for the ineffective Ceballos. Whips the ball and tries to find the ball. It comes away as far as Mark Noble, who strikes it from range. And it's a really good save by the Leicester keeper from the ensuing corner, though. Noble to whip the ball. Looking for that of Teo. Maybe it's flicked on only as far as Kiyate. Back inside Antonio from range. It's blocked. Looking again for Winston Reed, possibly. He strikes at the center back. You wouldn't expect him to score, but it's a really good strike. Another top quality save by the Leicester keeper. He's having a top drawer performance. Antonio, though, showing the kind of ability he has on the left wing. He's been an unheralded star for us this year. Really come out of nowhere here. And he's creating a ton of havoc on the left-hand side. Another chance coming through Antonio's side. He whips across it for Teo, who goes for the spectacular, but unfortunately his shot is blocked and doesn't make it to the goal. But 76th minute now, Van der Veer plays Teo in on the right-hand side. Can the former Barcelona man create something? He finds his fellow winger, Antonio, and it's in the back of the net. West Ham find the equalizer, and Antonio's lost his head. It's gone through the advertising hoardings. That's absurd. But Teo links up. He uses Lacazette almost as a decoy, puts it over his head right onto the noggin of Antonio. He goes, bosh, heads it down just like you're taught to as a youngster. Goes right through the legs of Ben Hamer and into the back of the net. We found our equalizer. What a goal from Mikel Antonio. Another bit of magic from the manager, Moose, as he brings on a little alliteration there. I liked it. Mikel Antonio as a substitute, and he does find the goal that's at least going to salvage a point for West Ham United. But could they come away with yet another one? Lacazette played through on a wonder ball from Gregory Van der Veer. The former French league players link up, but unfortunately Lacazette rockets a shot off of the post. It doesn't find its way back in the net. It would have been a sublime debut goal from Cresswell coming forward on the overlap with Mikel Antonio, and his shot is saved yet again as well. One final chance for Mbolos. He's played through. He's come on as a substitute. Looks to play to the back post to N'Golo Kante, and Jack Butland comes up with a magical save, a masterclass of goalkeeping throughout this match, and it does end in a stalemate. Leicester 1, West Ham 1. Both teams with plenty of shots at goal, a ton of chances, possession equal, and you have to say the result is a fair one. For me, the man of the match, though, Christian Teo was sublime on that right-hand side. Created so many chances, used his pace up the wings, and has really shown the acquisition that he may be to this club. 2 Moose's Mighty Hammer points for Mikel Antonio. Came on, made the difference, scored the game-tying goal, of course, and 1 point for Marky Noble, who gets a 9.1 from FIFA, an unbelievable performance. Danny Ceballos played a 4.8, so he is in hot water with me right now. But in between matches, Dominic Iorfa comes and says, can we discuss wages? At the end of the season, Dominic, you don't ask for that now when we're in a title chase and you're our backup right back. You're a decent player. He's on $8 grand a week. It's not bad. I don't think we need to give him a raise right now. We need to focus on the matches at hand. And we are going to take on Hull City, of course. They house one former West Ham boy in Mohamed Diame, so we're going to have to watch out for him. He will be on the bench in this matchup, but they are struggling. They need a result if they're trying to climb out of the relegation positions. And, of course, if we take a victory, that'll at least put us ahead of Chelsea for the time being. And the man that's hopefully going to get us to it is Paulo Dybala. He's got 14 goals in the Premier League this season, the league leader in the charge for the Golden Boot. And we take a look at that Hull line. Baumgartlinger, Lucas, Diamande. What the heck kind of names are these people? They have Pantilimon on goal, of course. Huddleston, a name you'll recognize, but a very interesting Hull City side from the last time they were in the Premier League. We've had to rotate the team just with fixture congestion this month. It's very, very high. Medin's have to play at right back. He can play there in spite of the fact he's left-footed. Aldair's come on. Lanzini's in. We're actually playing Dybala and Lacazette up front as a pairing. We're playing almost a 4-2-2 formation. 2 CDMs, 2 cams, and 2 strikers. So we'll see how things work out. Couple of good chances early on, but Pantilimon stands tall. Of course, the huge goalkeeper takes up plenty of the frame, and he uses that to his advantage to keep the ball up. But Lanzini on the 6-minute tries a bit of skill, doesn't come off for him, but he flicks the ball in for Lacazette anyways, takes it down, only as far as Mark Noble. His shot's blocked. Dybala with a chance, and it's straight into the arms of Pantilimon. We can't find that early go-ahead goal, but Lacazette, really incisive balls. He sees the run of the skipper, Mark Noble. He goes for power, and maybe he should have went for finesse. He rockets it past the side of the net, and it's not in the back of the net, unfortunately, so we see the score remain 1-1. Ruben Neves, who's playing in holding midfield alongside Noble because of fitness issues, like we said, comes in, strikes from range, but it's a good save by Pantilimon yet again. It's absolute one-way traffic right now. Noble onto the ball, finds Lacazette, dances around, strikes it, and he's inches away from beating Pantilimon, but yet again, the Hull keeper comes up big and keeps things where they stand, and that would be huge because Diamande comes forward, finds a header, wins the header, puts it past Jack Butland. You'll see he gets a touch of the ball. You might argue Jackie Butland should have kept this out, and a top keeper would be keeping it out. It's unfortunate, it's Newcastle all over again. But the goal scored by Adama Valentin Diamant, you can't even say the guy's name, and he scored a goal on us. Unbelievable. They've picked him out of some league that we've never even heard of, I'm sure. And we nearly pick one out of the top corner. Noble with a really good chance. Dybala lays it across for him. He smashes it, and it's a great save by Pantilimon on the second bite of the cherry as Lacazette rockets a shot at him. And we are still yet to find that equalizing goal. But into the 54th minute now, Pantilimon has a pass played back to him, and it's Paulo Dybala, the man to pounce on it. That guy Dybala. I mean, it's a lovely finish. You have to say it was essentially gifted to him. Pantilimon gift wrapped it, handed it to him, says put it in the back of the net. I don't want to have to deal with it any longer. It's played back to him. He mishandles the ball. It goes straight to the feet of Dybala, and he makes no mistake in putting it in the back of the net. So the 15th goal of the season for Golden Boot leader Paulo Dybala is the leveler and one that will hopefully get us another point. But Cheku Kiyate, he's just come on as a substitute in the 80th minute, gives away a free kick, picks up a booking. And that's really the dagger in our hearts right now. Ryan Taylor steps up over it, curls it in the top corner. Nothing Butland can do. It's a picture-perfect, inch-perfect free kick. And Ryan Taylor gives Hull City the lead. And just minutes later, Cheku Kiyate with the quickest red card I've ever seen. 5 minutes he comes on, gets 2 bookings, and he's sent off. He goes through the back of the man here. Probably could have been a straight red card all on its own, but the referee gives a second yellow, and Kiyate's off. Just like that, we're down to 10 men, and we will have one final chance. Dybala on the ball, finds Callum Wilson, who's come on as a substitute. He's finally getting his opportunity, but unfortunately, just too little too late. He's not able to beat Pantilimon, and it would be full-time. We'll drop the match to Hull City. So not the best of starts to Lacazette and Christian Teo's West Ham United careers, but the incisive play, the chance creating we saw was very positive, and hopefully we can continue that into the next set of matches. Man of the match for me in this one was Mark Noble. He's going to get 3 Moose Mighty Hammer points, 2 points for Sam Medina, who did a good job filling it right back, and Ruben Neves gets 1 point from his CDM position. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the intro and everything's going on, and give me Hammers headline suggestions. But as always, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.